What's up, guys? It's the Transylvanian, back at it again, and today I'm going to be showing off some raw and hateful black metal, so let's get into it. So the first one here is Dark Fury, Flooded Lands, some raw black metal from Poland. This is really good stuff. Dark Fury, they have a pretty good discography, a lot of albums. Highly recommend them to fans of Der Stürmer, so that's a very similar style that they have, and also if you'd like Flogged by Flesh Flies or anything like that, I would say you'd probably like it too. A lot of war theme stuff going on, paganism when it comes to Dark Fury, but this is probably one of their best albums and one that I recommend. Next one is Nexcoyotl Madre Norte. This is a Mexican black metal here. And this has some really good stuff on it. Take a look at that artwork in there. See all that really cool artwork in here. This kind of this is pagan black metal as well. Kind of touches on the like Mexican indigenous paganism, I guess you'd say, like Aztecs or something like that. I don't know a whole lot about their culture, but this shit is pretty cool, I can say that. Right there it says the pagan war against the modern world. Definitely has the true black metal spirit, if I do say so myself. But in terms of the sound of it, it's got a pretty good sound to it in terms of its rawness. Not super raw, but it's got a good sound to it. A lot of folky instruments in it, atmospheric, but some pretty good riffs. I like the vocals too. This is my first album from this band, and I plan on picking up more in the future. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like the band Tlateato Kani, who did a split with Der Stürmer, and it's different, you know. Their style is similar. There's a few bands like this in Mexico. It's kind of like this, like Aztec black metal or whatever, and it's very unique to say the least. But highly recommend it if you're just looking for something different when it comes to black metal. Next one. This was a recommendation from Fumes of Hatred, and I must say this one is a banger. And that is Before God, Wolves Amongst the Sheep. Now this one is the only one on the list that I somewhat consider black metal, but in a way I don't. It's kind of, in the way that it sounds, at least to me, reminds me a lot more of 90s death metal, but it seems like all the places that sell it list it as black and thrash, so I decided I'd throw it in here. It's definitely some aggressive, hateful shit. But, you know, there is some black metal influence in it, in terms of vocals, like some like higher pitched vocals and stuff, but the riffs and like just the blast beats and stuff, it reminds me more of the 90s death metal. But anyways, highly recommend checking that out if you've never heard of them before. This band, it's the guys from The Almighty, and that's right, I said Almighty, goddammit, Bound for Glory in this one, so highly recommend checking it out. And this last album that I'm going to be showing off, I did show this one off in a previous video, but it was one of my videos that got hit with the community guidelines, so they took it down, so I'm just going to show it off again for the end of this video. And it definitely fits into the category of like raw and hateful black metal, and that is Vargsang in the Mists of Night. Super good album. I really like this band. This is a one-man band from Germany, and his stuff is all just like raw, hateful black metal. That's all it is. And if you like Vlad Tepes, stuff like that, no reason you shouldn't like it. Now, it might not be quite as raw as Vlad Tepes, but it's definitely raw. And in terms of just like pure hateful shit, it's perfection. And it's a band that I don't hear talked about as much. I'm not quite sure why that is. It's kind of just one that goes under the radar. It's not even really that underground anymore. A lot of people have heard of Vargsang, but I did a poll on my channel, and I put, I think, 4 different bands on it, and it was like, who's your favorite pagan black metal band? And a majority of people voted for Goatmoon, which I understand. I mean, it's hard to beat Goatmoon. Probably one of the best to ever do it. But this is one, it only had like a couple people that voted for it. I was like, damn, no one even thinks about this band. So it's one that I recommend as well, just because it's one that you don't hear talked about as much. But it's great. Everything they have is perfect. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.